I'll call this the 0 to 1 day. We went from nothing. Today we have a podcast. So for 0 to 1 episode, how do you feel about your weight? 0 unsuccessful, 10 being a total success.
I mean, we're starting from the bottom. I mean, I wouldn't say a 0. I mean, shoes on the right foot right now. I'd say a 1.
I love that. So we're at a 1.
I ain't a 0 on any of these. Let's be honest.
I love that.
Yeah.
So sleep. Where are we at sleep?
As low as possible. I mean,
So,
I would say a 1.
A 1.
Yeah.
Positive mental attitude, mental clarity.
I mean, I've thought about this a lot. I mean, we've discussed the podcast for at least a month. I'd give it a 4, honestly.
Okay.
4 is my lucky number. Not that it's a good number here, but it's my lucky number.
So I feel like the mental clarity is one of your greatest strengths. Anytime I bounce an idea off of you, and I know I apologize for not questioning the weight and the sleep values, and now we get to this one. And why 4?
It's just like I can visualize it. I know I've done it before. I think it's helpful to have someone like you to talk about it, keep me accountable. It's almost like the Weight Watchers thing. It's like, well, you got to get on a scale once a week in front of people. That I feel like is a little traumatizing, but just having a buddy that you've known for 10, 15 years, just talk through it, having a licensed doctor in here.
Thank you.
You can inspect my teeth at the same time. Maybe put teeth on there.
Hey, the ones that I see are doing good, man.
Yeah.
Doing
no
good.
Cavities. I guess I'll have less cavities if I'm eating better and not eating sugar. So.
There's a lot of
no
truth to
booze.
that.
It's like I know I can go the distance. It's just like the thing that's the hardest is like knowing it's not an overnight fix. It's not even a 6 or 12 month fix. It's at least a year and a half to get where I want to go. But then it's like maintaining that the rest of my life. So it's the really like sticky habits that are going to stick around, not just to lose the weight, but then keep it off.
Yeah.
So that's where I'll need to get into the higher numbers to be confident about that.
Well, I heard this idea, and it was through Instagram. It was like one of these brief Instagram clips where there's
It's got to be real.
Fit guy that was just telling, or maybe it wasn't even telling anything. It was just in the captions of, you have to change yourself in your mind before you can change yourself in your physical body, in your appearance. And you can't be the person that you were if you want to be different. And it starts there. So, okay, I can get behind your 4.
I mean, you can do a self-ranking as well. Like you can rate me on what you think and we can compare notes, and that might be healthy as well. Yeah. You may be like, oh, Ron, I think you're only at 2. I was like, well, let's debate it.
Well, let's go through this. Weight, I'll agree with you at 1.
Yeah, I mean, we're not doing zeros. No one's a 0.
Nobody's a 0. Sleep, that's going to be hard for me to judge.
I'll tell you, it's a 1.
Yeah, thank you. So the positive mental attitude, I'm going to bump you closer to over 5. I'm going to put you at a 6 because I think you're highly successful. I think the remaining 4, so we put us together, we're at a 10. I think the remaining 4 that you have to overcome is the intelligence that has kept you trapped where you are.
I mean, I was valedictorian, so. Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's a nice mic drop.
Yeah, no, whatever. It's no big deal. Yeah. Just it's on my resume. No one talks about it. Yeah. It's 12 years ago, 13 years ago now.
I think we all justify where we are, and we stay locked in because of a certain justification. My suspicion is that maybe there are certain thoughts that you justify. And I'm going to put you at a 6 because I think you've got the strength right now. You're just doing this. You're solid.
Yeah, all in.
But maybe there's been some justifications that we have to unravel.
I think it's like being in it for the right reason, honestly. Like before, it's like you see all your peers getting married, having kids. It's like you should never everyone's in a different chapter of your life. There's all those motivational speakers like, don't compare yourself to others, whatever. But like you end up doing it. It is what it is.
Yeah.
It's like, I want that. I mean, granted, then people having kids like, oh man, I wish I was a bachelor for a while. Like, wish I had this. And I was like, yeah, grass is always greener. But it's like, I wanted that so bad. That was like my motivation is to lose weight so I can get a wife and get kids and stuff. Now it's just like back to the sleeping and other stuff. It's like, I want to be able to sleep at night. I don't want to struggle to get out of my car or my chair. Like, I want to just, get feeling better. Yeah. And hopefully people will notice that, whether it's just getting to know me or just like dating apps or in person, like that guy's not only cool and smart, but he's also pretty attractive. So
Yeah.
But that's a secondary thing. It's not the primary motivator anymore.
And I think that's good.
Yeah.
I think if you're doing this for you and nobody else, I think that has the strength to carry you through.
It's honestly got to be the most selfish year of my life. And the way I look at it, it's like I can only care about myself. And I spent all last year building this like village, this community. As you know, you joined it today, and it's about just having people you can count on. And I think you're the best representation of that. You're literally here to help someone else. Like, in order to have a good village, you have to be a good villager, which means like temporarily stepping outside your comfort zone to help someone else, or like inconveniencing yourself to help someone else. And like I would do it for you, obviously, vice versa. Like if you ever needed me to do something, I'm there without a doubt. So
I appreciate that, man. So I want to just touch on an idea that you mentioned, this being the most selfish year, which I'm going to challenge that for you, because I heard a public speaker bring up this concept of, you scratch your back, or you scratch mine, I scratch yours, you scratch mine. I destroyed it. But he reframed it to say, I'm going to work on myself for you if you work on yourself for me. And I think one of the biggest gifts you can do is work on yourself. And what does that do to the world if you're just the best version of yourself? So I don't see that as selfish. I think that's
you can call it what you want, but it's like it's like the Toby Keith songs. I want to talk about me. I'll do that. And I talk about everybody else. It's like, obviously I'm going to be helpful and be a good friend, but it's like at the end of the day, I'm not concerned with everybody else's social calendar and being Mr. Outgoing and helping everybody else. Like, yes, I'll help them. It's like, I got to help myself before you help others. Just like in the airplane.
I was looking at that airplane.
I got to secure my oxygen mask, literally and physically, before I help others. So
good. So work confidence. Where would you put yourself? 0 to 10?
Well, hopefully my bosses or former bosses aren't listening, but
10.
Wells Fargo is just completely open, honestly, about layoffs. Like we were way heavier than we needed to be, and they've been cutting the weight, and I've already experienced that there. I mean, I was laid off but brought immediately back, which was still a little weird, but like, it can happen to anybody, and it's happened to me too in the last 5 years, 2 times. And so it's always in the back of your mind. I know I do good work. I'm smart, creative, funny. I think that's what they value me for, but it's like at the end of the day, how much do they need of that versus just like an attorney, because I work in the legal department, like doing the work. So confidence right now, I'd give it a 6. I'm always open to another opportunity and learning something new, and money doesn't hurt either, but it's not the most important factor.
Yeah. This is going to be hard for me to judge because I don't know you in the work environment, but doing a little bit of research of, following your Rolling with Ryan podcast and looking into the videos that you have. You've got a lot of work videos that you put together.
I did, yeah.
And that takes confidence, and that takes thought and execution. I'm going to bump you up to a 7.5.
We're going decimals now.
Yeah.
The Dave Portnoy scores.
I'm Xing that out. Okay. I'm going to give you a solid 8.
Oh, wow. Rounding
solid
up. Wow. Okay.
Solid 8 at work. We're going to do whole numbers. Keep it simple.
Okay. There you go.
Social confidence. In person with women. Where you
so like, if it's not me trying to hit on them, like ask for a date or get their number, like 9 or 10. Like I can talk to anybody. But like being confident in myself, you're like, oh, like she's gonna give me her number because she thinks I'm attractive. Like that's low. So it depends on if it's just about talking to women in a romantic setting. It's probably a 2 or 3.
Okay.
I'll just go low. I'd say 2.
Okay.
And I feel like if I did lose the weight and got down to the 200s, like I'd be super comfortable. I'd probably be a 7 or 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll match you because this is totally out of my
you just
realm.
Yeah. I guess maybe we'll have to take the podcast on the road, and you'll have to come to my office and see I'm good at work. We'll go out to South End, try to pick up chicks. Me, not you. Married man.
HR.
You can be my wingman.
HR is going to hate this.
Yeah, no, you can't get on my floor. Yeah, it's locked down. Yeah, that was a joke.
So tell me, for this next one, diet and hydration. For me to rank you, I've got to have a better idea of your diet and what do you drink throughout the day. So tell us a little bit about that.
It depends if we're talking about end of last year or the beginning of this year.
Well, tell me about yesterday. That's a good place to start.
So yeah, yesterday, one of my childhood best friends is in town. He's in Denver now, but he was out here to visit family and stuff. So he invited me over for breakfast with his family. And so like I wasn't planning on maybe eating yesterday, starting my cleanse early, but because like I'm not gonna not eat when people invite me to come over.
Mm-hmm.
Then we had like sausage, gravy, and biscuits, which not terrible, but it's also not healthy. And then I had some like juice and stuff with it, and then trying to think what else I had yesterday. I mean, I had some cereal. It's like I have all this food that like, I need to finish or theoretically should finish because I bought it. I guess it's what they call a sunk cost, though. In economics, It's like you already paid for it. Like you're not going to get your money back if you eat it. So that's another thing, maybe from the mental point. It's like my parents did nothing wrong growing up. It's like, hey, like finish your food, and like we paid for you finish your pizza or whatever, like where you won't get dessert. I don't know. It's not really ever dessert, but it's like it's kind of mentality. And it's like that kind of instills in your brain. It's like you got to finish it or like it's bad.
Yeah.
Versus like it's like I'm full. Like, I don't want to eat anymore. That's something I haven't really ever gotten over. You eat until you're full versus everyone else says you got to eat until you're like 50, 75% full and then you stop.
Yeah. Yeah, I've thought a bit about that over the past couple years, and I held on to. I was a couple years ago about 50 pounds heavier, and at my peak heavy point, I just remember being frustrated because I felt entrapped by all these habits that were instilled as a child. Like you finish your plate so you can get to the dessert, and then dessert has been created into some, this desired thing, and now I want to eat the bad stuff, and it just shifts the psychology of food. And I was like, putting some of that guilt and responsibility on my parents. I made some comments that were just frustrated. It took me time to shift my mindset away from that, but I can totally relate to those thoughts. And I don't think, knowing the journey that I went on after that point of frustration, I think my parents, and I think yours as well, after talking to your dad, they were just doing the best they could. And we don't know until after the fact if that's, making a change.
But like going forward in the way I've lost weight before, we already talked about it earlier, lower carb as much as possible. Obviously, calories is too. You want to eat less than you can, whatever, than you need. So yeah, what does that look like? A lot of meat, cheese, dairy. But now, which is what got me excited, is they have low carb bread now. Like they've had it for years, but it was always disgusting. It expired really quick. It was like hard and not like, didn't taste like regular bread. It was almost like an emergency if you really needed it. Yeah. But now at Walmart, I can't remember the name of the brand. They make legitimate like white bread. Like if you want to just make a sandwich, they make like potato buns or regular hot dog buns and hamburger buns. Like, so I can have my cheeseburger or I have my hot dog. I got a hot dog machine now in my bar, so I'll just stay stocked with low carb buns, have hot dogs. But no, like that's one thing I've always craved on the low carb diet is like not only bread, but also like fries. Like you can't have fries, but like I'm from Ireland. I don't want meat and potatoes. So,
I hear you.
So that, and then I do drink a lot of water. I mean, I do love a soda, but like I can easily make the switch, and I have to like just diet soda. Granted, that's not super healthy either, but like it doesn't have calories. So like, I love Diet Dr. Thunder. So Walmart brand. That's a hack. Get the Diet Dr. Thunder and then Diet Cherry Pepsi or whatever. Like they're all really good.
Yeah, I think part of our journey is going to be funneling to areas of improvement. And, if that means we're going from regular soda to diet soda now, so that maybe later we go from diet soda to more water, so be it. We've got to take steps. So I think that's great.
I'm good at work at drinking water. I got a big just cup, not a Stanley. I'm not basic that much, but just an old cup, and I'll drink 2 or 3 of those a day. Yeah. And then my big thing on Fridays is like, I made it to Friday. I'd get like a regular cherry Pepsi out of the vending machine. That made me feel good. So I'll have to figure out what I do there. Yeah, but
do they have diet?
I don't know if they have diet cherry Pepsi. Well, I mean, they have Diet Coke. They got Diet Pepsi. I mean, maybe. But
pack your own.
I could.
You could do that.
I know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But
that's a small detail.
You got to reward yourself sometimes.
So yesterday you had the sausage, gravy, and biscuits. What else?
Some cereal. And then my dad went to like a New Year's Eve or New Year's Day party in my parents' neighborhood, and he made some like buffalo chicken dip. So I had like some remnants of that.
Okay.
But other than that, no sodas, no junk food, no real dessert other than the cereal.
So where would you rank yourself?
Right now, just my mindset on diet and exercise.
Yesterday's diet, 0 to 10.
Oh, yesterday, probably like a 3 or 4. I won't say 3.
Okay.
I mean, I ended up losing 3 pounds, but
yeah.
I think a lot of that was just coming off of the complete crap diet I was on right before New Year's. So it's systems adjusting.
Yeah. I would say that you're probably, given that start point, I'd give you a point more at 4, given where you're starting. And I think being more generous in that as you make.
You're being more generous in everything. You don't have to mark. This is
right.
In the corporate world. This is our end of year performance review. So we can be on different ends of the spectrum. It's okay.
You just wait because gotta.
All right, we're calibrating.
We're calibrating. I'm just teeing you up so that next week or whenever.
We'll go through it.
I can just crush you.
Yeah, good.
Kidding. Fitness. Where do you think you're at? 0 to 10.
0.5, 1.
Okay.
I don't do shit.
You got up 10 times in the night.
I mean, it's also cool. My parents just got a new dog, and I might try to start taking him out for walks. I have my own dog, but he's not the greatest on walks. So I wish he was better, but he's an old dog. He's not going to change. So that may be good. I did rejoin the Y. There's a Y connected to my office. So I can easily, before work, during lunch, or after work, go get a walk in because they have an indoor track, which I really like. And I mean, when I'm at my house here in Matthews, I do like just being nosy Karen and walk around town and seeing what's going on and having all the tea. So I can do that, and that's about a mile.
Yeah.
And like I said, I think a mile is my sweet spot for now, and then eventually increasing it over time is maybe the results aren't coming the way I want, or it's slowing down.
Gotcha. Given where you're at, I'm going to give you a 2 here. But based off of the fact of what you're doing, your daily functions require so much more strength and energy because of the weight that you're carrying.
It's true.
That I think if we take off some of the weight, you're going to be able to go and do so much more. So I think what you're doing is a lot harder than you think.
I put that. I gave myself a grace period, maybe a week, to try to get into walking, see if this cleanse will knock off another 10, 15 pounds. And then I think I'll be back in the office next Thursday, which one I'll try to go start being at the Y and stuff and going from there. But I want to try to get down maybe closer to 500 by the time I start walking. That's still going to be really hard, but I can maybe start half a mile and build my way up.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Good. Alcohol. Where you at?
I mean, honestly, I'm probably an 8 or 9. I'd go with 8 for now. I think going down the road, I'll probably want a little more if I have a rough day or a good day, but it's not hard for me to turn it off.
Yeah. Have you ever turned it off completely?
I mean, for a quarter. I've done it for a quarter. I mean, I can do it for indefinitely, but it's just the same time. I don't think you should ever be all or nothing in life. I mean, I get if you're severely allergic to something and there's no medicine to prevent it, but even if I was lactose intolerant, I really wanted a milkshake, I'm gonna get the freaking milkshake, dude. It's some things but alcohol I can turn off. So
okay, I'm gonna knock you down on alcohol, because I think it's one of those things that is a slippery slope, that it may fuel into other negative behaviors that maybe puts you at a disadvantage for success.
I haven't slipped down the slope yet, so we'll debate the numbers. Okay, okay, you're a doctor,
And a part of that is just what I've learned about alcohol through school and just through personal learning. It was really in my one of my classes, pharmacology. They taught that there is no therapeutic dose of alcohol,
It's poison.
which means it, as soon as you drink it, it starts doing damage. We just start to experience that, conscious change that makes it palatable. So I don't think it's something that I have regretted taking out, but for some people, there's social scenarios. I also am not going to hold it against you if you want to have alcohol. I'd be more trying to guide you away from the anything that you are taking yourself away from people and taking yourself away from making memories. So people and memories are what I think are going to fuel us in a healthy environment. So if you're having alcohol by yourself alone,
That's what I've struggled with. Let's be honest. Like when you're single by yourself and got nothing but your dog, it's hard to. It's like, well, I'm bored. Like so many video edits you can make or TV shows you can binge. It's like, what else can you do to not only not be bored, but also like shut your brain off because you're just constantly thinking about stuff. There's no one else to converse with or shoot the breeze with or even just sit there and chill with. You're just by yourself. So that's where I've struggled with alcohol the most. But if I'm like hanging out with my parents for a few days, like I'm not going to get shit faced in front of my parents. I'm not going to might as well just not even drink at all. It's not worth it. So,
and I think food can fall into the same crutch for some people. It may not be for you, but if you take away people or memory, with the milkshake, if you're having it alone, is that something that's putting you, towards numbers of unsuccess? Probably, in my opinion. But I think this is a really good baseline. I think we've got a lot of numbers here, a lot of areas to add and create a line graph that we could follow.
I think we need to have a pull down screen, have it updated every podcast for the viewers.
Yeah, because I think the trajectory is what people want to know. I mean, as much as we'd love for other people that are, 500 pounds to pop on and be like, hey, I want to do things just like Ryan. It doesn't matter. People want to see, are you improving? They want to rally behind.
They want to hear about the setbacks and how you move through those.
Yeah.
They want to just tune into a really attractive person every week.
You got it.
I mean, if you shave the beard, maybe. Abraham Lincoln over here, but
hey.
He's already got married and got kids, so he's fine. He'll be my wingman. Now you're cutie patootie too.
I'm blushing under this beard. Tell me about sunk cost. You were going into that, and I'm not familiar, and I think that could be a valuable concept. What's a sunk cost again?
So it's basically like you've already spent the money, but maybe we can apply it to other things. Like you're not going to get your money back, so like you should not just be dwelling on that.
Okay.
Like the famous example that I remember from my MBA program, the only thing I remember from my finance class was like, you've already spent all this money on flowers for a girl that doesn't want you. Like just consider it a loss and move on. Like you're not getting that money back.
Yeah.
So stop spending good money after bad.
Okay.
So it's for this, it could be about like effort. It's like, well, I like already bought all this alcohol and like I want to drink it now, and it's like, no, man, it's like it's there. You're not going to be returning it. Like just consider sunk cost and let it go. Or it's like I did something in the past that like I just think it's important, but it's like, no, man, it's in the past. Like just let it go.
Yeah, don't ruminate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's good. That's good. So Ryan, and I asked your dad this question too, I'll preface that. If this podcast were a tremendous success,
which it will be
in 5 years from now, what does your life look like?
Hopefully, like I said, this isn't the main motivator, but love to be married, have kids, healthy. I can sleep. I used to be a really good sleeper. Like even in college when I was big, I mean, I was probably 300-ish pounds in college. I slept well. I slept like a baby. I was like, man, something changed, and love to get back to that. I think I won't mind exercising. I doubt I'll ever love it, but I know I'll need to do it to maintain what I've got. So maybe it's just having someone to walk with every day would be nice, or maybe a dog down the road that wants to walk or walk into town with me, grab grab a beer, grab a drink somewhere, and just chill.
Seltzer.
I don't like beer to begin with, so I'll have a cider. Yeah. A cider. I won't have multiple.
Okay.
I think you can have one a day. I mean, the Europeans are healthy and they drink a lot, so
yeah.
We'll find a balance. Building in this bar, having more members to the bar, and just having a healthy social circle. We talked about having that village, but if like we all have that same mindset of helping each other out, no matter what skills or mindsets we have, I think that would be huge. Just having that small community. I mean, it's basically old school. I'm basically building a fraternity with no education required. So, having a good amount of savings, because I've spent a lot building this bar and getting a new car. So like having a good, healthy savings, and I guess just having as healthy as I can be.
That's great.
Yeah. Spiritually, physically, mentally.
Those are the pillars.
Yeah. Monetarily.
That's part of it.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm healthy right now in some aspects, but mostly I have a lot of improvement.
Okay. Now, if there's one thing that I didn't bring up that I should have brought up, we should have taken some time to speak about, what would that have been?
Maybe it's just some of the everyday struggles that like would be so nice to get rid of. And that's maybe something that we can talk about just in terms of keeping me on track. Like, I mean, we talked about sleep, but it's almost as much as like physically size-wise fitting in places. Like, if I get to go see my friend that I had the sausage and biscuits with, go to Denver to see him, I'm going to have to fly first class. And people are like, oh, so bad for you. It's like, I don't want to spend that. I would so much rather ride bitch. I'll sit in the middle of economy and be comfortable doing that and spending less money. Like, then I can do more fun stuff. But because I don't want to be disrespectful to the people on the plane with me, and I also want to feel comfortable going several hours, I have to buy first class, and it's just not worth it. I don't need the 2 little mini bottles and a bag of chips. Like, it's not worth an extra $400 or $500.
Yeah.
That, or like, I'm always the one to make reservations at restaurants, because like I usually put in the special instructions, like, please put at a low top seat with like no booth seating or no stool seating. Like, I want to sit somewhere I can actually physically fit in the chair. Or even at work, like some chairs have the arms that you can't physically sit in. So it's like, do I scope it out ahead of time and find a chair that I can actually use? It's just, not only mildly embarrassing, but just like a lot to think through, like logistically, to even physically exist moderately comfortable. Even fitting in a car. Like, yes, luckily I have a car that's big enough that I can sit in and drive, but there's so many cars like either not even driving or physically sitting in the passenger seat and getting your seatbelt on. Like, you can't do that. It's just, I don't know. It's frustrating.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah. Some things people don't even think about. Like, you have to, it's basically having a handicap. I don't want to use that word. It's a disability, a temporary disability. How about that?
Yeah.
Like, it's something you can overcome. Some people, it's even harder, like having a mental or some kind of addiction to food, or alcohol or other things. It's just, I think mine is definitely a temporary, but it's a long-term temporary disability.
Yeah.
So I just need a doctor to help me get through it. I'm sorry. That's gonna be a reoccurring joke. I think it's because you earned it. I mean, you are technically a doctor, right? Yeah. There you go. So,
doctor of dental surgery.
Yeah, there you go. So I mean, you're kind of performing a little bit of like pulling teeth, as they say. It's like it's hard to tough audience, tough subject here. So.
No doubt. So, doctor of dental surgery, but an amateur of everything else.
Same here, man.
We're just going to be amateurs.
You got to try. You have to try and be fail before you can learn. So
that's the truth. So Ryan, thank you for being so generous with your time. Thank you for your friendship. Let's see what the future holds, man. I'm excited.
Sounds good, brother.